Hello all. Today we all are going to learn about basics of GCP networking, like VPC subnet firewalls. So we'll just play around the VM instance, VPC network, and some basic firewall rules. So let's get started. First, I'll create a VPC network. So let's go to navigation menu. From here, just scroll down, and here in networking, just go to VPC network. Okay, let's create one demo network. Okay, so here I'll just create a demo VPC. Okay, and here is subnet creation mode. So there are two mode, custom and automatic. If I click on automatic, it will create a subnet for all the regions available here. Okay, so for now I'll go with the custom subnet creation. Okay, and I want to add a subnet only for the specific region. So I'll just choose custom subnet creation mode. Okay, and then I'll add a subnet. So I'll add a subnet net as a subnet Asia because I want to add subnet for Asia South 1 region. And this is the CIDR range we can give. So for CIDR range, you can refer the Google documentation. For the IP address range, this is private IP address. These are the range sanctioned through the RFC 1918. You can just read this documentation. So I'll just use the range like 10.0.0.0/24. So this subnet range defines how many virtual machines we can create inside our network or like inside our subnet. So this 24 means like 32 minus 24. It's like 8 and 2 raised to power of 8, which is the output that number of machines we can create. Like suppose I can use here 28. So 2 raised to power of 20, 2 raised to power of 4, which will be the 16 machine we can create. So if you just want to check like how that IP address calculation happen, you just go to this website like IP address guides and you can check. So here like suppose I can give on 28. So how many total host we can create, so it will give us. So the first IP address will be 10.0.0.0 and the last IP will be the 15. The total host we will get as 16 host. Now suppose I expand this range to 24, then the total host will be increased. So now we can create total 256 number of hosts. So likewise, I just for this demo, I will be needing only two VM instances. So I'm just taking the lowest range, that is 28. Okay, now I will create a subnet. So I will just, you can keep it as it is. And then the firewall rules. So these are few basic firewall rules. So for now I am not adding any of the firewall rules and I am creating my VPC without any firewall just to know some basic stuff. Okay, then I'll create my VPC here. So every project is has its default VPC network which is having like all the subnets available in each regions. So we are not using the default network now. We created our own VPC network, that is demo VPC. Now we are going to create a VM instance in this network. Just open another tab. Meanwhile, the VPC is being created. Okay, I'll just go to compute and I'll create a 2 VM to elaborate this demo. I'll go on compute engine. Okay, so let's create a 2 VM instance with a basic configuration. So I'll create suppose demo instance 1 here. Okay, I'll add label that I'll just add the key value pair for VPC. So I'll add a VPC and we are using the VPC as a demo VPC. Okay, and then I'll add one more label that is for environment. So I'll be using this machine will be used for suppose dev environment. Okay, so I'll save this. Now I'll just select the regions. So okay, so let me do some basic mistakes here. So we will get error and we will learn from that. Okay, so these are the basic mistakes we usually do while using the VPC network. So I'll suppose I'll create a VM in suppose like Asia South to Delhi. Okay, and I'll create like zone I will keep as default. The machine family I will keep as it is. Okay, the boot disk will be I will keep as it is Debian, or let's change it to Ubuntu. So we'll just change it to Ubuntu. Okay, the persistent disk I'll keep as it is. Then the service account will keep as default only, and then the main part will go to networking. So here I came to networking, and here I'll just give name as a demo one. The network tab I am giving as a demo one. Okay, so just pay attention here. The network tab will be using while creating firewall rules. Okay, now it's the network interface. So here you could see by default it will show the default VPC, but we want to use our own created VPC. So here it will show you the option like default and demo VPC. Okay, now I selected the demo VPC, and here you got the error. You must select the subnetwork, but it is not allowing me to create subnetwork because no subnetworks in this region. In which region? We selected a Delhi region here. Okay, and our VPC network subnets available is in Mumbai region. Okay, so here we give South 1, which is in Mumbai. So let me open this VPC, and here for subnet you can see the region South 1. So that is the basic things. Like going forward you need to create VM instance in the same network where your subnet is available. So now I'll click the South 1, and now I'll try to assign network. Okay, now it's taken as a South 1 Asia, subnet Asia. So now this error has gone. Now external IP will keep as it is. Okay, now I created the VM. So this will take a while. Now I'll create another VM. I'll give name demo instance 2. I'll just add label, suppose environment, and it will be suppose test environment. I'll just save it. I'll create in again the same VPC. So I will choose the same region, South 1, which is of Mumbai, where our subnet is located. And then boot disk, I'll use Ubuntu again. Okay, then again the main part, the networking. Now here for this networking, just the difference I'm making, I'm assigning the network tag as a demo 2 machine. Okay, so it does not affect any performance for now, but while creating the firewall, we will be using this network tags. Now, okay, so the network we will be selecting again subnet VPC demo VPC. Then the subnet is automatically selected as we have only one subnet. And again, we'll create a VM. Now we have demo instance 1 created here. Now I will trying to SSH using, now I will use a cloud shell to log in into this VM. So I'll just open a cloud shell. I'll just open it in new window. I'll close here. Okay, we are in a cloud shell. Fine. Okay, let me open it again. Let me increase some font size. Okay, fine. Now I want to connect to our VM instance. So we use a command gcloud compute SSH. We can directly give the name demo instance 1. Now if we don't give the zone name, it will ask for a zone. So I will give zone also. Asia South 1C. Okay, I will enter. So you can do SSH using this option, SSH option also, but I prefer to use a cloud shell. Now this is trying to connect to our compute instance. Now see, we got the here, like we got the error now. Connect to host SSH port 22 connection timeout. That means like we are not able to reach to the port 22 of our VM instance. Okay, so we'll do one thing. We'll create one firewall rule for this demo instance one. So let's go to VPC network. So currently, if you see in firewall rules, there are no firewalls rules assigned here. So I'll just create one firewall rule. Okay, add firewall rule. So I'll just give name demo one. So I'll just want to allow incoming traffic to our VM instance, because currently the VM instance is not able to accept any traffic because there are no firewall rules. So I will just allow incoming. I'll keep the logs network will be the same. Priority, so highest priority is 65,535. So we'll keep it as a less digit, so it will be the highest priority. Okay, so I'll keep it as a 1000. So traffic should be in grips because we are doing SSH, means we are sending traffic to the VM instance. So I'll keep it as a ingress. We want to allow the traffic. So I'll just keep it as a allow. Now here, on which instance we want to apply this firewall rule. So here are three options, like all instance, specified target tag, or a service account. So I will use the specified target tags for now because we applied tags. So now out of 2 VM, I just want to apply this compute rule on only the particular VM instance. So like I will use the network tags here. Well, let's see which tags we assign to our VM instance. Okay, so this is the demo one tag. So I'll use this tag demo one. Source filter means like currently this is the target, means firewall rules will be applied on this machines whoever having the tag network tag as a demo one, and from where we want to receive the traffics. So we don't know like which is the IP or from where we are going to log in, so we will keep it as a all, means for all the IP the range is 0.0.0.0 slash 0. It means all the IPs from the anywhere. Now the protocols and ports, so we will be using the TCP protocols on 22 port for SSH. Now I will do create firewall rule. Now our VPC is having one incoming means like ingress firewall rule, which is having the target demo one filters this and protocol this. Now if we can check the firewall details as well and which instances are available who are using this firewall. So currently you can see applicable to instance demo instance 1 only is available. Demo instance 2 is not there because we added network tag as a demo 1 only. So let's go to Cloud Shell again. We were trying to SSH. Now again try to log in here. Earlier we got the error like for port 22. Now we try to log in again. Okay, see, we are logged in here. Now we can check sudo su logged in using so using this firewall we just allowed incoming traffic to the VM instance, and now again we can check the same thing for the another VM instance where firewall rule is not applicable. So we'll just use the same command gcloud compute ssh demo instance 2 zone. I will specify south 1c. So see, he's still not able to log in and we will get error again for port 22. So here we got the error again. So you could see the error again, port 22 connection timeout. Okay, then now let's edit our firewall rule. So it will be applicable on demo instance 2 as well. So I'm going to firewall rule and I'll click on edit. Here I'll add network tag demo 2 as well. So it will be applicable to both the instance and I'll click on save. Okay, and I'll just reload this. Now you could see the applicable instance, both instances are here. Now try to log into VM instance 2. So I will use the same command demo instance 2 and enter. So we immediately logged in. So this way we can allow our traffic in and out. So let's try for one more outgoing traffic. So suppose like I'll ping demo instance 1. So sorry, I'll ping google.com here. Okay, so I'm getting the response, means the egress traffic is allowed. Fine. So now let's try one more thing. We'll just add one more firewall rule to block outgoing traffic. So I'll just go to my VPC network. I'll go in my VPC. Let's create firewall rule to deny all the outgoing traffic. So we'll just create add firewall rule and I'll give the name deny egress. Okay, now we'll keep priority thousands only, and here direction of traffic we should choose egress. Action on match deny. Target tag we will assign on both the instance. So I'll just created, I selected all the instance in the network, means on both the VM instance. The destination IP I'll keep all the egress traffic, that is 0. And protocols and prot I'll select all, means any outgoing traffic I want to deny or I want to block. So I just created the firewall rule and just again go back to the cloud console. So here the first time we pinged and we received the response from google.com. So like 5 packet transmitted, 5 we received. So if you notice one thing, yes, in the first case we received reply from the Hong Kong Google server. In the second case we received it from the Bombay Google server. So it's like a load balancing provided by Google. So they will control the traffic in that way. So now I'll try to ping google.com again. So it should not give me any response now because we blocked all the outgoing traffic. So no traffic is going out and not receiving any response from google.com now. Now I will delete these rules again and you could see the response will start coming. Deny ingress I deleted now and I'll go back to cloud state immediately. Now you could see we should start receiving response once the firewall rule gets deleted. See now we are getting response now. So in this way we can control our traffic in and out. So that's it related to the VPC subnet and firewall. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.